So God is telling us in this season, I need you to understand who you are and who it is that you belong to. Come on. So many times we show up in a space with God and we're begging. Come on. We're begging God in prayers. Lord, if you hear me, can you please do it? God, if you can remove this, can you please do it? God, if you can make a way, would you make a way? God says, I reign over everything. Everything in the heavens and everything in the earth belongs to me. Through Jesus Christ, you have access to everything. And the moment that you get in your head, in your heart of who I am, and you understand who it is that you belong to, then you will come to me as a child of a king instead of a child as a beggar. So I'm going to paint a picture for you right now. I want you to imagine your child that belongs to you, the child that you love so much that your child come to you and they're begging for you to do something. They're begging for you to feed them. They're begging for you to take care of their wounds. They're begging for you to clothe them. They're begging for you to give them comfort. How does that make you feel when your child has to beg from you? You say, child, get off of your knees. You don't have to beg me. The only thing you got to do is to ask me. Come on. We serve a God that says that you're in a season that you need to understand who I am and you need to understand who you are through me. But the Lord says everything it is that you see, I own. Everything it is that you go through, I already have victory over that. Because the minute that you gave God a yes, you went from being of this world to being of the word. So you show up to your Father and you say, Lord, I need assistance with this. Lord, I need your way instead of my way. Lord, I need a way out. And then as him being your Father, the only thing that he asks you to do is to give me patience. How often do you remember when your parents would tell you, or when you tell your kids, before they go out in that world, I need you to get dressed accordingly because you belong to me. And then you send your kids somewhere and then they come back and they think they can go out the way somebody else looked because of who house they stayed over. Well, such and such and such was able to just go out like this. Such and such don't belong to me. You belong to me. I need you to get dressed before you go out into this world because you represent me. God is saying, when you get ready to go out into this world, I need you to get dressed. I need you to get clothed in your righteousness. I need you to understand that you come from a kingdom lifestyle. You don't beg for anything. The only thing you do is simply pull up and you ask. Come on. The minute that you begin to ask, this is your assignment. This is your testing. This is your growth. You got to be patient. God is working it out in ways that you can't see. He sits higher than you, so he can see everything it is that is connected to you. He's paving the way. He's already gone before you, but you got to apply your patience because you got to understand that I am a child of a king, not a child of a beggar. I will not sit in front of my Father and act like he don't own the whole world. I will not sit in front of my Father and act like that he did not pave the way of victory. I will not sit in front of my Father and act like all power is not in his hand. I'm going to sit in front of my Father with patience, with peace, with understanding, with joy, with love, with hope, because I come from a kingdom. It is not by accident that God is telling us that there are some things that we got to leave off in 2024. And that spirit of begging, that spirit of steady showing up to God like he did not hear you the first time. You are a child of a king. Come on. Not of a beggar. Your days of begging are over. But your days of understanding and everlasting just came into the atmosphere. Your atmosphere just shifted. Your light bulb moment just met you. You're not just stepping into another number. You're stepping into a new season because I